Did you know that half of New York City, on the prestigious Billionaires Row, nearly half of the ultra-luxurious apartments stand vacant? That's right. In a city where space is a premium and real estate is gold, some of the most opulent residences are ghostly quiet. But why would such prime real estate remain uninhabited? What is going on that keeps these luxurious havens from being occupied? Let's dive deep into the reasons behind this paradox. Reason number 1, the oversupply dilemma. In just the past 10 years, New York City has seen the construction of over 20 new skyscrapers, specifically in the Billionaires Row area. That's almost 2 skyscrapers every year. New York City, known for its ever-evolving skyline, has always been at the forefront of architectural innovation and grandeur. But with ambition, sometimes comes oversight. The Billionaires Row, a display of luxury and extravagance, presents a peculiar case of too much too soon. Developers in their race to cater to the world's wealthiest have created a forest of steel and glass that's impressive, but surprisingly largely vacant. You may ask why. Well, the initial boom in luxury condo developments was propelled by soaring demand. The world's elites were eyeing the New York skyline, and builders were eager to provide. The prospect seemed golden, build and they shall come. But the reality that unfolded was quite different. As the cranes receded and the magnificent towers took form, the influx of billionaires didn't match the pace. It's a classic case of supply outstripping demand. The formerly desirable postal codes now resounded with a haunting silence because there are more luxury apartments available than there are buyers. And it's not just about empty homes. This oversupply has ripple effects on the real estate market, driving down prices and increasing competition. Other property owners in the vicinity, even those outside the ultra-luxury segment, feel the pinch. While it's easy to dismiss this as a mere miscalculation, it's essential to dive deeper. The oversupply hints at broader global trends, changing billionaire behaviors, and the city's ever-adapting relationship with wealth and luxury. But more on that as we delve into our next reasons. For now, let us take a moment to process how massive it is that 20 skyscrapers were built in a decade. Reason number 2, exorbitant prices. Price tags for some Billionaires Row penthouses can exceed $100 million. To put that in perspective, with that money, one could buy a private island in the Caribbean and still have plenty left over for a luxury yacht. The skyline of Billionaires Row isn't just about towering heights, it's about towering prices. It's where luxury isn't just a word, but a way of life. Marble imported from Italy, panoramic views of Central Park, private elevators, and rooftop pools, these residences redefine opulence. But with such grandeur comes a price. Oh, and what a price it is. For most of us, such figures are beyond comprehension. But even for the world's elite, these prices can be, quite literally, sky high. New York City, while monumental in its appeal, competes with global luxury hubs like Monaco, Tokyo, and Hong Kong, where top-tier luxury often comes cheaper or offers even more exclusivity. The underlying question then arises, is it worth it? Sure, a penthouse overlooking Central Park has its charms, but is it $100 million charming? Many potential buyers are now questioning the value proposition. And when you're in the Billionaire Club, you have a world of options, each more enticing than the last. Moreover, real estate isn't just a home, it's an investment. And with such steep prices, the returns need to be equally as attractive. However, given the current market situation and the oversupply as mentioned earlier, future appreciation is uncertain. Essentially, the location's steep costs, although a sign of its exclusivity and attraction, may also be its biggest drawback. Reason number 3, high property tax. Owning a luxury condo on Billionaires Row could have you dishing out up to $500,000 a year just in property taxes. That's more than the average price of an entire home in many US states. Taxation, while a necessary cog in the machinery of a functioning city, becomes particularly noticeable when we talk about properties in elite areas like Billionaires Row. New York City, with its world-class amenities, infrastructure, and services, funds a significant portion of its budget through property taxes. And where better to draw revenue from than its opulent properties? However, what seems like a straightforward civic duty becomes a significant obstacle for potential buyers in this luxury segment. When you're considering a multi-million-dollar purchase, understanding the recurring costs becomes pivotal. High property taxes, when coupled with other maintenance costs, homeowner association fees, and potential assessments, can turn what is already a massive investment into an annual financial burden. Beyond the straightforward monetary implications, these hefty taxes influence broader market dynamics. For instance, they can deter foreign investors who, while comfortable with the initial purchase price, may be less willing to commit to high ongoing costs. Furthermore, New York City isn't the only city competing for the attention of the world's super rich. Other global cities with similar appeal, yet lower property tax implications, often become more attractive prospects. After all, why shell out $500,000 annually in taxes in NYC when that same amount could fund a lavish lifestyle in another global hotspot? While property taxes are essential to the city's continued growth and prosperity, they risk discouraging the very wealthy from moving into the high-end condos that were constructed for them. Billionaires Row certainly has a lot of appeal, but is it really worth the high price tag? What do you think? Reason number 4, shift in billionaire preferences. A recent survey found that nearly 60% of new billionaires are opting for more discreet and sustainable luxury, turning away from traditionally ostentatious displays of wealth. As the world evolves, so do its billionaires. There's a fascinating shift happening in the way the ultra-rich define luxury and display their wealth. Gone are the days when opulence was solely about grandeur and splendor, visible for all to see. Today's billionaire is more discerning, often choosing subtlety over showiness. Billionaires Row, with its towering skyscrapers, is undoubtedly an architectural marvel. Yet, its very design, so prominent and attention-grabbing, may be losing favor. Think about it. In an age of increased awareness, privacy concerns, and a desire for a lower profile, such a glaring display of wealth might seem counterintuitive to many billionaires. Moreover, there's a growing trend towards sustainability and eco-conscious among the world's elite. They're now more inclined to invest in properties that, while luxurious, have a minimal environmental footprint. Think green roofs, energy-efficient designs, and sustainable materials. And while properties on Billionaires Row do offer modern amenities, they don't always align with the green luxury many are now seeking. Then there's the charm of historical and culturally rich properties. Instead of a new-age penthouse, many billionaires today are more attracted to owning a piece of history, be it a centuries-old European chateau or a seaside villa with tales of old. In essence, the definition of luxury is undergoing a paradigm shift. And as the tastes of the world's rich change, places like Billionaires Row have to adapt to these new tastes. It's no longer about height, views, and modern amenities. It's about meaningful, discreet, and conscious luxury. The big question is, can Billionaires Row adapt to this new era of affluence? Reason number 5, economic and political uncertainties. A striking statistic from the World Economic Forum suggests that over the past 5 years, more than 40% of high net worth individuals have delayed or canceled significant investments due to global economic and political uncertainties. Among the towering silhouettes of Billionaires Row lies a narrative that's intimately tied to the broader global landscape. The luxury real estate market, especially at the top, where Billionaires Row resides, doesn't operate in isolation. It is heavily influenced by the ebb and flow of global economic and political tides. In a world where news travels fast, economic ripples, whether they occur in the bustling markets of Shanghai or the financial districts of London, send shockwaves that are felt on the shores of New York. When stock markets are volatile, trade wars loom, or political tensions escalate, high net worth individuals, ever cautious, often pull the reins on their big-ticket investments. Remember, for many of these billionaires, a property on Billionaires Row isn't just a home, it's an asset. And the value of that asset, its potential appreciation or depreciation, is closely linked to global events. In uncertain times, the perceived risk of such an investment can overshadow its attractiveness, leading many potential buyers to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Furthermore, political decisions closer to home can always sway decisions, be it change in tax structures, regulations related to foreign ownership, or even shifts and diplomatic relationships, all can impact the appeal of a property on Billionaires Row for both domestic and international buyers. As we conclude our deep dive into the enigmatic world of New York's Billionaires Row, it's clear that these towering edifices, while symbols of architectural prowess and opulence, are also reflective of its broader global trends, shifting perceptions of luxury, and the intricate dance of economics and politics. The empty corridors and silent penthouses are not just spaces waiting to be filled. They're narrators of stories that span from local landscapes to global horizons. But if history has taught us anything, it's that cities like New York are ever evolving, constantly adapting to the world's rhythms, while today's challenges might cast shadows on Billionaires Row. Who knows what the future holds? Real estate, after all, is as much about time as it is about location. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey. If you found this exploration intriguing and wish to stay updated on more such stories from the world's most coveted addresses, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and of course, subscribe. Until our next adventure, keep exploring, keep wondering, and never stop learning. See you next time.